All right, cool. Um, so this video is a motivation video. I was going to post it strictly on Instagram, but then when I started thinking and started actually saying it to myself, it was way longer than a minute. So I decided to go ahead and post it on YouTube, and this is where we are now. Okay, so over the past few weeks, I've been dealing with some things, right? Um, and that came from a relationship, friendship that I was recently in with a person that I had some really deep feelings for. Okay, so I had to get remotivated. I had to get re-reminded of some things that I preached about multiple times before, that I spoke about during my time in RTC as a command master chief, things like that. As I told multiple friends, we'll sit down and we'll now talk with them and give them some wisdom, words of encouragement at points of our friendship. And I haven't done it in a minute. Haven't sat down and talked with people in a good minute. So this is that talking that I haven't been doing lately to keeping people motivated and stuff like that. All right. So I'm not going to take up too much time. All right. There's just some points that I want to hit real quick. There's a few points that I want to hit on that I think is going to be beneficial to everyone who's in a who's going through some things, friendship, relationship wise, family wise, whatever. Is going to be beneficial because it all pretty much is exactly the same in whatever aspect you look at it in, whether it's friendship, relationship, marriage, family, whatever it is. So I'm not gonna hold up anymore and give you this long ass intro or whatever. So yeah. So basically, I dated this girl. I'm not gonna say any names, put anything out there, but I was with this girl. She was like my best friend at the time. She was my best friend and everything like that. So, of course, I've known her for a minute. We met through mutual friends a few years back, and recently, I moved back into the area that she used to live in, but she moved out of the area that I moved into. Anyways, so I contacted her. I always liked her. I always had a crush on her, like for a while. Um, Let some stuff happened, and I never really expressed how I felt for her to her, or whatever, until a couple months ago, and then we actually started dating and everything, and yeah. So the relationship, was a little, we had a good time. We had great times, Then we had times when it's all arguing and I hate you, and a whole bunch of stuff like that, all that stuff, and everything like that. So, you know, our last argument ended pretty bad, pretty bad, man. It was super unhealthy, super dangerous situation. Um, yeah, yeah, um, yeah. Some things happened that shouldn't have happened. Some things were said that shouldn't have been said from both sides, and everything. But with that being said, is that wasn't a eye opening, an eye opening experience. It was something that I talked about multiple times before, and now I'm actually experiencing it. If that makes sense, I've seen it. I experienced it on a small minuscule scale, but now I'm experiencing it full force. I'm experiencing it with the entire weight that you can experience the situation. So, what this is to help you understand your friends and who's in your life and how to weed out the seasonal friends, the friends that's there just for a season, the friends that's there just for a little bit, that's just there to teach you a lesson, and then the friends that are really truly there for an extended amount of time. The friends that are going to be there to help you through different things. These are lifelong friends. Okay, so I classify people in two categories. Two categories. There's only two type of people in the world, and I lived by this for a long time. There's only two type of people in the world. That's going to bother me. Let's fix that real quick. Right? There's only two. There's only two type of people in this world, and I'm going to hit on two different points, but they basically are exactly the same, somewhat. We're going to hit on the two types of people in the world, and then the different parts, I guess you could say, the different things. I'm not really sure how to explain the second thing, but those are the 2 points. Okay, so point number one is two types of people. Okay, you have seasonal people and you have evergreen people, and I use just like trees. That's how I refer to people. People are like trees. They're either seasonal or they're evergreen. Okay, they're there for a season and they go dormant. They die, and that's what they do. That's their purpose in life. They're there for a short time to teach you a lesson, to provide you, to give you something for a short time, and then they die. Okay, so with those friends, we can't get those friends mixed up with the friends that are there for a season. I mean, that are there for a long term thing, an evergreen type thing. So those friends are there to provide you a lesson. They're there to teach you a lesson. They're there to teach you something to help better you at the end. But after the lesson is taught, after they teach you that lesson, you have to cut them off because their time's up. You know, that lesson that they taught you, such as the girl I'm talking about, that this video originated from, she was there for a season. I wanted it to be a long-term thing. I really did. I really did want that to be a long-term thing with this person. Definitely did. You know, definitely saw myself with this person for a long time. Having kids, starting a family, things like that. You know, but it didn't happen. Why? Because she was there to teach a lesson, or I was there to teach her. One of us were there to teach a lesson, okay? Or we were there to teach each other a lesson, you know? And now it's time to cut each other off, okay? It's definitely time to, it's already done. We already cut each other off. We haven't talked since the shit happened. But what I'm saying is we have to you know, cut each other off because the lesson was taught and now it's time to move on, okay? So those are that person, you know, we get so wrapped up in the looks of the person. This person, oh my God, this person is amazing. This person is the greatest. This person is my best friend. This person is bae. This person is my brother. This person is my sister. Whatever it is, but in all actuality, is they're not. They're really not. They're there to teach you that lesson. They're there to teach you that lesson, and however long it takes you to get that lesson is how long they're gonna be in your life, basically. You know, it could take a few days, and you see like, damn, that person taught me something. Let me not talk to this person anymore. Let me not fuck with this person anymore. And then you have the ones that's there for a few months, and you're like, damn, man, I can't believe this person did this to me. That shit fucking hurt. And then there's those people that's there for a few years. You're like, what the fuck did this? Like, what was I thinking? Letting this person drag me along for so long, or dragging this person along for so long. Extra baggage, right? So we have to not get wrapped up in those seasonal peoples. You know, it's hard to really see those people, but along the way there's signs. There's definitely signs that's saying this person is not for you. And for me, there was a shit ton of signs. But as I expressed to her and expressed to the people that's telling me this shit about her, I don't care. Right? And that I don't care attitude led me into the spot that I was in the situation that I was in regarding her. But with that being said, you know, that I don't care attitude, not listening to those signs, not heeding what people were telling me. Why? Because I'm like, that was her past. That's what she did in the past, and it has nothing to do with our present. When in actuality, it had everything to do with our relationship. You know, I'm not saying that it was all on her. I'm definitely not saying that, because I definitely had a big part in a lot of the arguments. A lot of the arguments was based off of some shit that I did or didn't do, or how I was acting or whatever. Um, so I'm definitely not saying that I was completely innocent or a saint 100% of the time. But what I am saying is the stuff that she thought I was doing, I was not doing. Um, Anyways, that's not even what this video is about. It's about friendships. Okay, so not getting confused with your seasonal friends, not getting your seasonal friends confused, and that's hard. You know, when you lose that friend, you're like, man, I really thought this person was there for me. So then you get to a place where you're like depressed when you just begin to shut down and everything. And that's where I was at for like a while. Like I literally shut down. I was constantly sick. Like after the breakup, I got super sick, and everything like that. Um, and everything just feels like it's beginning to fall apart. And that's because you got so wrapped up in that seasonal friend who was only supposed to be there for a short time, who was only supposed to be there for a season, and now you're so wrapped up. It's like, man, damn, why'd I waste so much time on this person when I could have been living my best life, when I could have been so much more productive or whatever, and things like that. So, seasonal friends are there to teach you a lesson. Look for the signs that, hey, this person isn't really there for you, because some of the things that are going to happen to you are gonna hit you, and it's gonna hit you. It might hit you hard. It might not even hit you that hard. You just might be like, shit, fuck it. Yeah, it is what it is. And then it might be like, fuck, damn. And then you sit there, you're thinking about it, you're dwelling on it, and it's unhealthy for you, your future relationships, your other friendships, with those evergreen people, those long term people, and it's very just unhealthy for everybody around you, because when you're in that place, that negative energy that you're feeling, that hurt, that whatever, that pain that you're feeling is going to spread out to other people, and that's not healthy at all for anybody, and I see that now with our relationship. Our relationship was unhealthy, and it definitely spread out to other people. You know, it definitely hit other people, and I can't apologize enough to those people that had to sit there and deal with our stuff. You know, her friends that had to deal with her talking about me and how whatever, and my friends listening like, damn man, my friends heard all the good stuff. Like I'm not gonna front. Like my friends heard all the good stuff. Like they, from me, like from my mouth, like it was always like positive. It was never like, man, I fucking hate this girl, until like the last few weeks of it. And it was like, man, I fucking hate that girl. But other than that, it was always the positive stuff about her. Like I'm not even gonna cap. Like you can ask them, you can ask anybody that ever said anything bad about this person. I always spoke positive about her. Like even now, with all this stuff that already happened, I'm still like, I'm still going to say the positive things about her. I'm still going to be like, nah, man, such and such happened, but she's still this kind-hearted person, which is like, it's crazy me saying it because it would happen, but like, I've seen her in those moments when it's just like, oh my God, you are an amazing, amazing person, and you're so kind-hearted, you're so caring, you're so giving, you're so, I've seen her, give people money. Like it's just something about her that she doesn't like seeing that, and then she's a mom. She has a beautiful, beautiful daughter, um, and like there's times when it's like her mom just kicks in, right? Her mom just kicks in, and it's amazing watching. And that's what I know her as. That's the person I see her as. That's the person that I know this person as, and that's what made me so like attracted to this person, so into this person. But again, everything else is unhealthy. I'm looking at a small part of this person, and I'm sure she was just looking. I don't even know what she was looking at me. Anyways, but yeah, I was looking at small pieces of this person, trying to like just filter out all the negativity about her, all the stuff that happened in her past, and filter that out, and yeah, filter all that out. And I guess me filtering out all the negativity pushed her away. Made like I don't even know. I just know I'm fucking crazy now. Like she fucking my head. Now I'm crazy. Right? No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Kind of. Anyways, but that was a seasonal person. That friend was a seasonal friend. That friend was there just for a season. Now, the second type of friend is evergreen friends. Like the trees, they're there for the long term. They're there for forever, right? They don't die. They don't go anywhere. They don't, it doesn't die. Things about them might change, but ultimately they're changing for the better. Like certain things they do might fall off because they understand that, hey, what I used to do I can't bring into now because it's not going to benefit me anymore. It's not gonna help me anymore. So those leaves have to fall off so the tree can continue to grow. Okay, and those evergreen trees, they'll do that. Their leaves will fall off of them, or whatever those things are called, ferns, whatever they're called. It'll fall off of them. And I talk about the house I used to live in when I was growing up as a kid. I used to live in Plaza. It was Plaza is kind of rough. It's kind of rough. Yeah, Plaza is the place where you can go and you see people selling drugs like on a normal basis. And I'm not talking weed. I'm talking like crack, all that stuff. That's what you see. You see people just walking around drunk. You see, fights all the time, gunshots, and it's just normal. It's just a normal thing, and that's the life we grew up in. That's the area that we grew up in, and everything. That's really not important here. What's important is the house that I grew up in, the house that I grew up in, and the people that I'm actually talking about, the people that this, like I said, the video originated from. I took them to that house before, and I showed them these trees and everything. It was just like a little thing because we were in the area, and I think that's the day before we went. I think that's the day we went to the mall, and that's the day we went to the mall, and I'm pretty sure I bought this necklace. I think it's that day that she had me pick this out. Anyways, but yeah. So we went through there, and we're talking, and I'm talking with them, and I'm looking at these trees, and these trees are they're just there. They're there, and they never left ever. Since I was a little itty bitty boy, those trees have always been huge, and I always look at these trees like, damn, how are these trees not falling? Like, how did they not break yet? Like, growing up, I went through hurricanes and snowstorms and nor'easters, and you see this tree just swaying and bending and everything, and you're like, damn, how is this tree not breaking? I'm looking at it, and because my window was like right in the backyard, so I could see the trees from my window, and I'm looking like, how are these trees not? Like, how is it not breaking yet? It's not even a big tree. It's not even a massive tree. It's not a wide tree. It's a small tree, a very small, skinny tree. It's just super tall, and the higher it gets, the smaller it gets. So you're looking at like, how are these trees not breaking? And then I was like, dude, these are fucking the friends that you need in your life. The friends that's going to go through all the bullshit that you go through. The friends that are going to endure the stuff that you have to go through. It doesn't even involve them sometimes, but they go through it with you. They dodge the bullshit. They dodge the bullshit whichever way it comes, and they just bend and sway, and they're still there with you. And at the end of it, they're still the tallest standing one in your life. They're the ones that's going to be there to guide you and all of that stuff. Those are the people that we need in our life. Those are the friends that we need more of. Those evergreen friends, those friends that aren't going anywhere, those friends that are going to be there for a long-term relationship. Those are the friends that's going to be there. Yeah, those are the friends. So don't get your seasonal friends, your seasonal relationships, your seasonal family, and this definitely applies to family members too. Do not exclude those some bitches. Those motherfuckers definitely apply, because family members, they're the ones that's more than likely gonna be those seasonal people. Alright, certain cousins and stuff like that. They're the ones that's gonna come around for a season when you're up, ask you for your money, just take from you and everything like that. And then once that season closes, they're gone. They're gone. Right? Family members especially. Okay? So, you don't get your seasonal friends, the ones that are only there for a season to teach you a lesson, the ones that's only there for a season to teach you something. Get wrapped up in that person, and and forget about those seasoned people, those ones that's there permanently, that's there through all the stuff that you go through. Okay. Now I know this video is like already at 20 minutes, so I'm gonna try to wrap this up as fast as I can. All right. The second thing that I'm gonna hit on, the second thing I'm gonna hit on before we close is leaves, branches, and roots. Leaves, branches, and roots. Okay. Leaves, branches, and roots. All right. Leaves are, you know, they what you look at, you're like, oh my God, that tree is so beautiful. Look at all the leaves. Look at the different colors of the leaves. Look at it. It's ooh, it's like that. But leaves die. Leaves die off. Leaves die off. And those are some friends that, you know, they're good to have around you. Sometimes, like when you go to parties, they're the ones that bring the clout. They're the ones that, you know, ooh, they're that friend. They're that friend that you can bring people to you. Just like leaves do, you know, they bring people when it's hot. They bring people for shade and shit like that. Those are those friends. Those are the friends that just bring people around you in situations, and those friends die off eventually, right? And let them die off. Let those friends die off, because some of the stuff that they're bringing around you is negativity. They're pulling negativity towards you. Let those leaves die off. Let those people die off, and that's completely fine. That's completely fine, because leaves are always going to come back around. Leaves are always going to come back around. So let those leaves die off, and new leaves are going to come every fucking time. Don't worry about those people. Those people are a dime a dozen. Let those people die off. Now, branches. Branches are like, branches are you can't always trust branches. If you know anything about climbing trees, you have a climbing tree. I'm a country boy, right? I'm a country boy. We climb trees all the time. You know, that was disgusting. We climb trees all the time, right? So you learn, like, you got to touch that branch before you go and put your weight on it. You know, you got to touch that branch before you put your weight on it, because branches, they may look strong. Branches may appear to have your back. Branches may appear to be solid. But when you get out there and you get on a branch and you really put some weight on that branch, you put some fucking pressure on that branch, that it's going to give way. When you get out in that relationship and shit starts to happen, and there's some real pressure being applied to your relationship, there's some real pressure being applied to that relationship, there's some real weight coming at that relationship, there's some real heavy shit happening on that relationship, that branch isn't there. If that branch isn't solid, it's going to give way, because it's rotting on the inside. It's rotted on the inside, and you can't see it on the outside yet, but it's rotting on the inside. So when you get on that branch and you put some weight down on it, and you put some pressure down on it, the rottenness is going to give way, because it can't hold it. It can't hold it. You know. Of course, if you just put a little bit of weight up there, you'll be alright. It might bend a little bit. You might hear some cracking, and you're like, oh, I'm sorry, man. I apologize. I didn't mean to put you in that position, right? But when you get out there and you really put your full weight down on it, when you really get out there and some pressure comes, right, that branch is going to give way. It's not going to be in a crack. It's just going to snap. It's going to snap. It's going to give way. It's going to let you. It's going to hang you. It's going to leave you out there hanging. It's going to leave you out there hanging. It might even not leave you out there hanging. It might just drop you, right? Because that branch wasn't solid as you thought it was. Okay, so branches, you can't always trust those branches. They might look strong. They might appear to be strong, but when the weight comes, those branches are going to break. Those branches are going to break. Those branches are going to break. And a lot of those leaves, when that branch breaks, a lot of those leaves that was there, that branch is taking those leaves with it. The branch is taking those leaves with it too. Okay? But there's some friends that's just in the background, that's unnoticed, that's unrecognized all the time, that's there. And those are the roots. Those friends are in the background. They don't want recognition. They don't want to be seen. They don't want to be heard. They don't want that. But those are the most important ones. Those are the most important friends. Those are the ones that you know have your back regardless of what's going on. Those are the ones that go through the dirt and get all the good stuff out of the dirt for you. Those are the ones that pull all the good stuff out of the dirty situation, out of the filth, out of the grime, out of all that muck that you're in, and they pull out the goodness to provide you nutrients, to provide you with substance, to provide you with energy so that you can continue to grow. Those are the friends that we need. That's the anchor. Those are the ones that's holding you. Those are the ones that's holding you. So when that wind comes, you may sway, you may bend, but you're not going to move, because they got you. They're there with you no matter what. They're there with you no matter what, and those are the roots. That's the relationship you want to be in. When you find some roots, a good anchor, right? Then that's when we talk about a foundation. That when you get a good anchor, when you get some good roots, then you can get a solid foundation and put those roots in and begin to grow. And as you grow, your roots are going to grow as well. As you grow, your roots are going to grow. The bigger you get, the more roots you're going to need to continue to adequately or properly provide for you, right? So roots are the ones that don't require any notification, that don't need recognition, that doesn't need any clout, that doesn't need any hoopla, that doesn't need any of that stuff. They're just in the background. They're in the dirt. They're in the trenches with you, getting it with you, helping you grow, better yourself. Those are the people that we need in our life. Those are the ones that got us. The evergreens and the roots. Those are the ones that we need in our life. Simple as that. Everything else can die, can get cut off, can break off, and it's cool. That's fine. It's going to happen. It's going to hurt. There's going to be an empty part of us, but eventually something's going to fill that emptiness. Something's going to come back and fill that emptiness for a short time, and it's going to continue to happen. It's going to continue to happen. It's going to continue to happen, and it's going to happen. It's going to happen so much that you just become accustomed to it, and you're like, well, he's going. It is what it is. I know more people's going to come, right? I know more people's going to come. All right. Oh well, damn! I lost this girl. I thought she was the shit. But fuck it. There's more people going to come. There's more people going to come. So let those people come. Let those people come and go. Find you some good roots. Build you some good roots and get a good foundation going so that you and your roots can grow together. So that you and your roots can be anchored together. And we're not actual trees, so we can be a tree and a root at the same time. We can be a tree and a root at the same time. All right? So understand what you want, what you're looking for, and then learn your friends. Understand what they need help growing in, what they need motivation in. If they need motivation in getting work done, not procrastinating, whatever that is, get all that dirt off of that so that you can begin to fuel them with that positivity. All right? I'm gonna wrap it up here. I don't want to take any more time with this video. I know it's kind of long already. So thank you so much for listening to this. And I really hope that this helped or whatever helped some of y'all or whatnot with understanding the different friends that we have and being able to just let those friends go that were only there for a season. Let them go. It's going to hurt. It's going to suck. It's going to be an empty spot there for a while, but it's okay because fucking time heals, right? Fucking shit's going to grow back eventually. So let that shit die off and let it grow back. But your roots, maintain those roots. Keep those roots alive. And if there's a root that's going out of the way, that's pushing up some extra bullshit, settle that root down. Cut that root back a little bit so it can redirect and grow a different direction to better sustain you. Okay? So yeah, and that's it, guys. That's it. Thank you for watching and everything like that. At the end of all the YouTube videos, they were like, comment, subscribe. But you ain't gotta do that shit because I'm probably not ever gonna post another video on YouTube anyways. So yeah, yeah. Thank you for watching.